This is my day one tier list. Just complete speculation about what I think or where I think they might be. Not supposed to be accurate at all, but it's fun to think about. So, just from early perspective, Bugs Bunny, I'd put him in A tier. I don't think he's one of the best characters, but I think he's got a really solid kit. He's my main, and I think he's like with his upwards bat strong is really, really good. I think the Pie is a slow-moving scarab ductile. I think crawling under the ground is pretty wild, and I think the use of the tank and some other weird stuff. He has a lot of tools, a lot of tricks to make him really hard to deal with. So I'll put him in A tier. I'm also gonna put Shaggy in A tier. Maybe B tier. Shaggy's like the standard vanilla character, but he has like Falcon energy to him. He can charge up his moves. He has a like neutral be charged. It's pretty sick. But he also has like a really good spike. He's very fast on the ground. He's like the Mario of the game, just overall vanilla. They even said that he was the baseline for all characters to balance. So I think B is pretty fair for him right there. Aria, I think I'm gonna put Aria in S tier. Just from what I've seen with Aria, obviously she has that like swordy energy that a lot of people like want for their characters and all that. And like she can do some really cool stun stuff with the face mask steal. And I saw just some early combo strings and the speed of the character. Someone's gonna like break her apart and like be super good with her. Just early impressions, I can probably tell it's gonna be an early top tier. We got Batman. Batman was pretty cool, but I didn't see too much from him that I liked. That was like amazing. He's a brawler, beat you down character, but I think he has a few issues of speed. However, he has some pretty cool like things he can do with his glide and with the bat hook, what he does, the grapple. That's pretty cool, and he's got some pretty strong smash attacks. Also, he's tanky. Him and Superman are tanky, which make them like pretty threatening in that sense. But I don't think it makes up for quite. He doesn't have like as much cheese as the other characters do in this game, so I put him there. Speaking of which, Superman. Yep, this is alpha tier list. Not supposed to be accurate at all. That's why it's fun. Superman. I'm gonna put an early A tier only because like I was able to figure out like super early cheese combos off the top, and very few characters had that. He's probably the heaviest or one of the heaviest in the game. Packs a huge punch, has a crazy up B. He has like really good aerial mobility too. He should not be able to move that fast in the air and be that heavy and that strong. Someone's gonna break the formula with him, and it's only a matter of time. So yeah, I'd put Superman in A tier along with Bugs. So the recoveries don't matter as much because you cling up the wall and you as long as you hug the wall, you're good. But certain characters have ways to get back to the stage, and a lot of Superman's moves are like momentum based, and they push him, and that stuff is pretty scary. So I would definitely put him in A tier for sure. Garnet, I wasn't too impressed by. Like, she had some good rushdown combos, but I felt like she was lacking in speed and lacking a little bit in what specials could do. She has a sing like buff that gives her some pretty good things, but I don't think it's as worthwhile as you thought. So yeah. Wonder Woman, I liked a lot. Wonder Woman, I just thought she had a lot of tools that were really, really cool. She has a lot of like buffs to it too, like and the lasso and the shield and just the sword and the range. She's like everything that encompasses a good character, and it makes sense that she's alongside Superman in the A tier. That's where I put her there. Harley Quinn, I would also put. I might put Harley Quinn top tier. I think only because I was seeing. Of course, there was a guy farming with Harley Quinn, but man, the setups that she has and the kills she confirms that she can do, given what she has and her speed. She's just very, very scary. She had one of like the hardest to deal with like maneuvers in the game. So I didn't see much I liked with Steven Universe. He's got like that bow mechanic and he can place down a lot of things, but I don't think his kit really makes sense given what the game asks for. I think he's more of a doubles character. And along with that, I also think that Rain Dog is a doubles character. I actually might put both of these guys in D tier because they're support characters. The game is meant to be played 2v2, but this is a singles 1v1 tier list, so I think for singles, they are definitely lacking. It's pretty interesting. They were made for that game in a reason. But I don't agree with the whole idea of a support character, because like if there is multiple modes to the game, you'd want to have a character that was good at both. Then again, Melee has characters like Bowser, which can't do dog shit in any mode, so who do I know? Jake the dog. I like Jake. I like Jake a good bit. He's got some really interesting stuff with his aerial game, his like flexibility. He turns into objects and falls on you. He's got pretty good frame data. Has a horse that you can use for recovery, so you can get back from a lot of things. And I like his aerials too. I just wish he had more of a way to deal with pressure. And sometimes it's hard to confirm the kill and close the kill. Although he has a really good up smash. I like that a lot. It's hard to contest him with, sword wielders like Aria or Wonder Woman. Tom and Jerry. Obviously, I've seen Void do some really good things with them. But I still think that they're a very tricky character to master. Obviously, there's like really cool projectile games. There's really, really neat things you can do with Jerry. Use him as a missile, use him as a tennis ball, latch him onto someone, use a frying pan. But I've seen enough to think that this character, with enough time, could be A tier. Not S tier, but A tier for sure. Any character that has desyncs, like an Ice Climbers or Rosalie Luma situation, you know someone's going to break it out. And a technically difficult character doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it requires time. But I've seen what Void can do. I believe the character is going to be still in the A tier. And our last three, we have Finn, Taz, and Velma. I think that Velma was actually not as bad as people give her credit for. I actually liked Velma's ability to sort of use a bunch of speech bubbles and like quick acting projectiles to sort of psych out your opponent and get in their head and annoy them. I thought that was like a pretty neat thing. She's pretty fun too. She also has like one of the best passive abilities where she collects evidence, and then if you get enough, you can just summon a cop car, snitch on someone, and the car just kills you. If the car doesn't break or get out, it just drives off and sends you to the blast zone. Yeah, it's definitely a Pepe phone situation. It reminds me of Steve Minecart. Finn is very interesting. Finn has actually some really good rushdown things. He has a way to equip. He collects coins and equips them his own like power-ups for him, including BMO, a speed buff, strength buff, that sort of thing. He's got like a really cool like spin around backpack thing. But I was really impressed with Finn when I played him. Just off the top, I definitely can see someone doing insane work with him. He has too many options, and he's very easy to pick up to not have that. So I believe Finn is actually a top tier character. And that leaves us to Tasmanian Devil. Tasmanian Devil, I thought he was kind of silly at first, but then I played more with him, and he's like really fast, and he's got one of the best moves in the game, which is the tornado. Which, yeah, that's never happened before, that a tornado is a good move ever in a platform fighter. So it kills really, really early, but also he can turn you into a chicken if he gets like 16 consecutive hits, which I thought was pretty cool. And he's also got some bites, some quick acting things. He spits out trash at you. He has this thing called the dog pile, which is an up B that like it sends you flying too if you get caught into it. Which I thought was pretty crazy. So I actually like Taz a lot, and I actually think he has a lot of potential. So I'm gonna put Taz in A tier. The only thing here I would change, I might put Batman in C tier, because I haven't seen much promise from him. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a year. This is my current list for what I think Multiversus tier list is wise. Everyone say hi YouTube, bye YouTube. And Iron Man, of course, will be in his own tier above everyone. He'll be the best character.